We butted heads a lot, but I think in hindsight I should have given him some slack, because he's, being a dad is tough.
Okay, you think Dad was a bad guy and you were a victim? You were not a victim. That was just your excuse.
An excuse for what?
For it all, Lucifer. For it all.
Before I get into anything, I just want to state my spoiler warning right now. This video will contain spoilers of Season 13, Episode 22, my predictions for the rest of the season, and other spoilers around this season. So, don't watch this if you're not caught up. So, to get into this video, you all know how much Season 13, Episode 22 killed me because of Gabriel. I am so pissed off. They brought him back in the middle of the season, had him be a total badass, killing Asmodeus, and then he fucking dies. It's like giving a baby candy, waving the candy in front of its face, and then taking the candy and throwing it off a building, and to add fire to the flame, just throwing the baby off the building too. I don't want to believe that Gabe is dead. We just had him back. Gabe is not a disposable plot device that you can just kill off after his work is done. Like, I don't understand why Sam and Dean didn't help him. They could have just, pulled him back while Sam dealt with Lucifer. Like, what the fuck? I'm really pissed about this. Gabriel deserves better. Sam and Dean should have helped him. Sam should have just killed Lucifer right then and there and then taken care of Gabriel, and then all of our problems would have been gone. Enough of my angry fangirl grieving. I think we should talk theories. Considering the promo for Season 13, Episode 23 shows Michael in a bunker, I'm going to assume that this time Dean is going to be possessed by the Apocalypse World Michael. We can disband my theory that Dean's going to be possessed by their Michael if you saw my other video. I just can't see it now, just what's happening and after everything. I honestly thought they wouldn't return to this world until the finale, but I was wrong. But we can all agree that Dean is going to be possessed by Michael, and that is something that I'm not ready for, but there is another possibility besides Michael, and I will get into that in a little bit. What we do know is now, at least what I can guess is going to happen, is that everyone's going to be chilling in the bunker until someone, probably Bobby, Cass, Dean, or Sam, comes along and says that they need to start finding a way to beat Michael, and no one really has a plan. But then Michael and Lucifer will find their way into their world and fuck shit up. I have a few theories about Gabriel. I don't think he can be dead. I think the writers wouldn't bring him back after almost 9 seasons and then kill him after a few episodes. That's just not something they would do unless they're just trying to hurt us, and I really cannot accept the fact that he's dead. Not like supernatural dead, like dead come back and then dead again and then come back, but like dead. So here is my first theory. The double. We all know that back in Hammer of the Gods in Season 5, Gabriel was supposedly stabbed by Lucifer with an angel blade. And we know that angel blades can't kill an archangel. We also know from Season 13, Episode 18, that Gabriel made a copy of himself, the one that was stabbed by Lucifer. So what if that was what happened again? When Gabriel was extracting his grace in Dean's room, what if he was actually making a clone of himself to be able to go into the Apocalypse world and fight with Sam and Dean? A few things to support this would be Gabriel's grace. After being tortured by Asmodeus for 7 years, we know that Asmodeus was stealing Gabriel's grace periodically to grow stronger while Gabriel grew weaker. What if his grace wasn't replenished enough to be able to survive in the Apocalypse world, and he knew that? So instead, he made a clone just as strong as him to be able to help Sam and Dean. Another thing would be that Gabriel has done this before, making a copy of himself like he did with Lucifer, so it wouldn't really be a surprise if he did it again. Another theory is that Gabriel will be resurrected by Michael or Lucifer. Considering that Michael and Lucifer are teaming up together to get back to Sam and Dean's world, I don't think either of them are willing to use their own grace to open up the rift. Because Lucifer's grace was deplenished, he fucking killed a bunch of angels, and then, he's cool now, but still. What if they need Gabriel in order to open up the rift? They heal him, trap him, steal his grace, and go into Sam and Dean's world. And another thing, what if Gabriel leaves his vessel and then possesses Dean to fight Lucifer as seen in the promo? We all know that Dean's going to be possessed by someone else in this episode, so I wouldn't put it past the writers to do that and trick us. We were all betting on Michael possessing Dean, but why would Michael be fighting Lucifer if they're working together, unless Lucifer or Michael betray each other? It's a bit of a stretch though. My last theory on how Gabriel is alive is that this was the other world's Gabriel. It's unlikely, but possible. I'm sure that archangels can find each other pretty easily. Also, the angels never fell in that world, so it would make a sense that they can teleport to each other. It would work in their favor if they think Gabriel is dead, because then Gabriel would be safe, so he wouldn't have to go around fighting everybody, But I don't personally think that this was the other world's Gabriel. Sadly, Gabriel was stabbed with an archangel blade, and if that was the real Gabriel, then he is dead. A prediction, if you want to go with my theory, that Gabriel will possess Dean, is that Gabriel finds his way back to the world and asks Dean for permission to possess him to kill Lucifer. Obviously, Lucifer is the villain, so Dean would say yes, ending with Gabriel killing Lucifer in Dean's body. But I don't think this would happen just because this would be considered an okay thing. Michael possessing Dean wouldn't be. And as the synopsis says, this is going to be a decision that could, quote, change their lives for good or like forever or whatever it says. I don't feel like looking it up right now. But what I can conclude is this. My predictions for the season finale is that Michael and Lucifer will successfully find their way to Sam and Dean's world as shown in the promo. They will look for Sam and Dean and begin their whole apocalypse. Then some beef will happen between Michael and Lucifer, causing them to brawl, but not until Michael goes to possess Dean. Michael and Lucifer are going to fight. And then at the end, if we are going to stick with Michael possessing Dean, that Michael is going to kill Lucifer and run off in Dean's body, leaving us with the plot in the beginning of season 14, kind of like in season 10 when Dean was a demon and left Castiel and Sam looking for him, that Castiel, Sam, Mary, and Jack are all going to be looking for Dean. So, that is my predictions. I really am just so heartbroken after the last episode that, this could be wrong. My theories aren't necessarily always the best, but this is just what I would, one, like to happen, and two, think is gonna happen. If you have any other theories, suggestions, or just comments you want to leave them down in the section below. I usually read most of my comments, so I will probably reply to them. So, with that, I hope you all have a nice day, and you don't get possessed by any demons. Bye.